Alright, we've been given the go-ahead. So, everybody strap yourselves in from some Donkey Kong Country 3 any% warpless being done by Mega Freak 400. And he also has a co-commentator with him, so I'm gonna, well, shut up for lack of a better term, but I'm gonna be quiet and we'll whoosh away to those two.
Hey guys, it's Mega Freak 400 with the last in the Donkey Kong Country trilogy, wrapping it up. This will be a warpless, any percent, but a warpless speedrun. We'll explain what that means shortly. But unlike the other two runs, it will not be 100%. We're not doing any bonuses. You won't see any bonuses tonight. Because you guys met the donation incentive for the alt colors, we'll be seeing alt color Dixie and Kitty Kong. And we also have the file name has been chosen. We will go. The file name will be. Just give me a second here. Oh, I can't. I don't know the alphabet.
Don't worry, it's a problem a lot of people have.
Funky is our pick. The Patera fusion of Donkey Kong and Funky Kong, apparently. Live with me on CoCom to help me out while I focus on this. If you want to introduce yourself.
Hello everybody, Slim Kirby here.
And Slim will be kind of like helping me out while I focus. I'm trying to get a decent time here, honestly. I put a lot of practice into this, and hopefully everything goes smoothly. Hopefully you guys will all have a lot of fun with this one. Is there anything else I should say, Slim, before we get started, you think?
I don't think so. I think we're pretty ready to go.
Alright then. On the count of 3, I will start the run. The run, just so you guys know, is going to be started when I press start on the fall select screen, and will end when I collect the bonus coin from beating K. Rolenstein. And one more quick thing, just so everyone is aware, what am I trying to look for? This is the Virtual Console version of Donkey Kong Country. So as you can see here, this is on the Switch. So just so you are aware of what version I'm playing, the United States version, that will become actually apparent when it gets to some tricks that I'll show off. So with all of that said, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now, Slim, while I'm starting here, if you could you explain what warpless means for this run?
Okay, so what warpless means is that in the first 2 worlds of the game, there are actually warp barrels that can take you basically at the beginning of each of those levels to pretty much the end of each of those levels. Warpless means that we are not going to be taking those barrels, so we're actually going to be seeing those levels in full from basically World 1 and World 2. So we're not going to be skipping any levels. We'll be seeing all those pier levels and those mill levels, so it should be a good time.
And one thing to note as well is it also the category does ban warp barrels at all, because there are some cases where exiting the warp barrel can actually be a bit of a time save, depending on the level that is in question. I don't know any of those personally because I haven't, obviously I'm not doing warp barrels, but I know that's probably a factor. So, And there's the first level. The first few worlds will not be too hard. They're mostly pretty straightforward. So, if there's anything you want to add about this game, Slim? I know it's not your favorite Donkey Kong. It is my favorite Donkey Kong Country.
It is probably my least favorite of the trilogy, but I mean the trilogy itself hits a pretty high bar for me, so it's still a game I enjoy playing. I think that of the 3 games, this is the game I feel like kind of towards the end of the game, it kind of starts to feel a little more like a slog to get through. But it's only for like a few of the kind of more tedious levels near the end of the run. It's still a very fun and solid game, all things considered.
Well, and one thing that's nice about this, and why, I mean, besides the fact of time, because I'm not... the one time I missed that. Because of time and stuff, I'm doing the warpless amount, warpless, so we're not seeing the bonuses. And I think part of what creates the slog is While I do like it, the searching for bonuses can, kind of take a while. But when you're not doing that, these levels can be blazing fast, honestly.
Yeah.
As I hope you'll see.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Because in 100%, you need to collect get through all the bonuses. You need to get all the DK coins, and of course all those banana birds as well. So I imagine doing warpless any percent is, definitely a lot faster.
Alright, so that level is done, and we will quickly move on to the next one. It's another pier level. This will be Tile Trouble. The first world is all very basic. The thing with DKC 3 is it takes place in the northern hemisphere, so it does have a different feel and look to it, and I think it's one of the reasons I like it. I know everyone loves the epic pirate nature of 2, and 2 is very great, very good game, but it's a little dark for me. I've kind of found it's like same thing with Galaxy and Galaxy 2, right? I know some people criticize Galaxy 2 for being not dark enough like space. That's actually why I like it, and it's why I like this game a lot too. It's very bright and very colorful compared to 2, which is a little bit more, mellow in its color palettes, which, again, it's all down to personal taste a little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm making a few little mistakes here as I get warmed up. Okay, hang on. Just focus. While I'm doing these levels, if we have any donations, now would be a good time.
Actually, we do have a donation that came in right as you started.
Awesome.
We have a $10 donation from Zany Old Coot, and their message is, "Get that PB, Mega."
Oh, thank you, Zany. I will try. All right, so we're on Skitters Roll. As you've seen, I've kind of missed a few just because of being nervous. One thing about this level is you want to make sure that you roll into these sliding Kremlings, because if you do, you'll get a little bit of a speed boost.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be very important to keep in mind. And again, because we are warpless, do not get in that warp barrel because it will invalidate your run. So
Yeah, keep that in mind. Anyone who wants to, eventually do this particular run in the future.
I will say, when it comes to Donkey Kong Country, I know speedrunning in general seems pretty intimidating to people. I think, not even just specifically this one, I think the Donkey Kong series in general is a very good series to get into if you're wanting into speedrunning. It's a very easy series for beginners, I feel. I feel like anyone can do it, not maybe world record times, but I think anyone can do decent times with it if they do a bit of practice. I mean, I am not a speedrunner professionally, and I think I've gotten, my PB right now is about 118. I'm hoping to even do better than that, so we'll see how that goes. But it is definitely possible, I feel, for anyone to speedrun this with enough practice, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I kind of think, and I mean, obviously there's kind of a slightly different style with, the Donkey Kong Country Returns games, but I know that, that's kind of one of the reasons why they probably included, kind of that time attack mode in that game, because, yeah, a lot of the levels in the game, they are pretty, they're kind of built for speedrunning in a sense, I feel like, because it's about mastering all the different gimmicks and features of a level.
Now, one thing with this platform, as you see, if you miss it and you just go back and bring it off screen, it will reset due to how it works.
Mm-hmm.
So you won't have any issues there. I'm playing it a bit safe just because, again, I am, warming up a little bit here, so I want to have this extra hit just in case of reasons like that. This level is not going to be, this world is going to be a little bit behind my normal splits, but that's fine. Because really we can make pretty big time saves in the later worlds. So even if you're a little bit behind in this world, it's not a big deal. And as you see here, we're in with Ellie, the elephant replacement for Rambi. And the whole gimmick of this level, by the way, if you couldn't tell, is elephants, which I don't know if that's actually true. I think it's fake, but elephants are afraid of mice, so you want to be careful in that level to not see any mice in the light, because otherwise Ellie will run away. So now we have the first boss. This will either be very fast or I will screw this up.
Oh, come on, Belch is incredibly easy. Let's do it.
He is very easy, but I have messed this up before. Okay, we're good.
See, it's over already. Yeah.
Well, almost.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, it was two hits and hits. 2 gulps.
2 gulps. But yeah, see, look how easy that was.
Alright, and now we're heading to the Kremwood Forest, which sounds like a Diddy Kong Racing stage, honestly.
I feel like every world sounds like a Diddy Kong Racing level.
Well, this game did come out before, and I think in general, Rare has a certain... And in the levels, too, you'll notice, like, obviously not the worlds, but the levels all have alliteration to them, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So, the gimmick with this level is we have these... Okay, that's fine. We have these monkeys. These monkeys are going to be shooting... I don't know what they're throwing at you, but they're throwing stuff at you, and you need to be careful. And, yeah, every level... I will say people will say that, you know, DKC 3 is a little bit more gimmicky. I don't think it really is more than 2 or 1. It's just the level aspects are more blatant than in 2 and 3, I guess. Like, I've replayed 2 recently, and I feel like 2 is just as gimmicky as this game. It just doesn't come across that way. It's more subtle with its level mechanics.
Yeah, I think that's a fair thing to say. Because, yeah, usually, like in this game, for example, you know what the gimmick of the level or the feature of the level is going to be just from, like, the name alone sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. So as we're climbing up, if there's anything that needs to be announced, now would be a good time.
Nothing new to be announced, but I do want to remind folks that there is a giveaway for a couple of Pokemon booster packs at the end of this run, as well as remind folks that we are very close to our $13,500 goal to give away a copy of New Pokemon Snap.
Okay, I totally lost track. So for the gimmick, well, I mean, it is a gimmick. The gimmick of this level is that it is a race. And in the main game, there's a whole bunch of there's a whole overworld to explore, and there's a whole bunch of side things to do with these bear characters and stuff. So the one thing with this level is if you beat that time that you see at the bottom, if you beat that time, it will anger a bear in this world who has the best time in this world. It's not really relevant for us because we're not going to be interacting with them too much. That's for like the 100% to get all the banana birds and all that. We will not be seeing any of that today. So
we're still gonna crush his record, though.
We will still crush his record. Yes.
his lifetime achievement will be like just smashed into the mud for all eternity.
All right, so we're going a little slow, but this is the big thing. Okay. I said we were doing all levels. This is warpless. If this works, we will be saving a bunch of time here. This is Squeals on Wheels. This level is a very neat level that hopefully we will actually see. You will see what I mean very shortly. Hopefully this works. There is no consistent way to do this on this version of the game. On the Japanese version, I believe, of the SNES, there is a way to do this consistently. That is not the case, as far as I can tell from my research for this version. So it's all up to chance. If this works, it's a huge time save. If it's not a huge time loss. Well, I did lose Kitty, but I made the skip, so awesome. I'll take it.
Nice, good job.
So yeah, Squirrels on Wheels is a cool level where you basically have to loop all the way around. You end up back at the goal by taking out these mice on wheels. But we didn't get to see it. But we did save some time, and that is always good in the speedrun.
And that was a pretty nifty trick. I actually haven't seen that before, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I looked it up, and I'm like, there's certain tricks I am gonna show off. I try to pick ones that I can actually are not too hard to do. That one's very easy to actually pull off. Anyone can really do it. It pretty much is just what it looked like. There really isn't much more to it than just visually what you saw. When it comes to some of the more complicated tricks, you won't see that because they're a little bit beyond my level. So there is definitely some other. I feel like DKC in general, there's like exploits and stuff. There's no like huge big glitches for the most part that are used from what at least in Warpless, mostly. Like there's no like how in Skyward Sword you can pretty much just rewrite the game because of the file selection for that. Like, there's nothing that crazy. Or playing Ocarina of Time and then switching to Paper Mario to beat that. There's nothing like that here. And in this level, Spring and Spiders, there's no real tricks to this one. The tree levels in general are mostly just all going to be going fast, but the gimmick here is that there's spiders and they spring.
Can't get more clear than that.
So Slim, who is your favorite Kong? And why is it Kitty?
Don't you mean Dinky Kong?
You're right. His birth name in Japan is Dinky Kong.
Yes, his birth name.
His birth name, as the Donkey Kong Wikipedia so eloquently puts.
Honestly, my favorite Kong is probably Diddy Kong. He's like one of my all-time favorite video game characters. Just really, really cool. He also wears a red hat, so it's perfect.
I'm definitely on Team Dixie, and I'm also partial to Tiny. I like the ones that can fly. Okay, I did do this a little. That'll work. So with the two alley levels, I didn't actually mention this. In both cases, there are skips that can be done for them that will allow you to skip the alley barrel, which makes the levels a little faster. For example, Squeals on Wheels. There is a way to duck under that little bit of... when you jump off the elevator in that level, there's a way to jump in a way that lets you slide under the barrel. And here, there's a way to throw the Kongs over. I tried to do it. It was a little tricky, too tricky for me to do here. But doing it as Ellie's not too bad. You mostly just want to jump in the water and then jump back out. Don't really worry too much if you can about the puzzles.
Okay.
And this was a purposeful hit. Damage boosting is very useful in certain cases. Sometimes I'm a little bit more cautious when it comes to damage boosting because I'm a chicken. If you do it correctly, it's a way to switch Kongs as well faster without having to do the manual switch up, which is a little slower.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Oh, because I'm full. I'm like, why am I not grabbing water? Because I have too much.
That's honestly what I really like about watching platforming game speedruns that have like characters or playable characters that have more than one hit, whereas sometimes you can use damage boosting to kind of get through. I know that Crash has a lot of that as well.
Mm. Yeah, it can be very good when pulled off correctly. Now for this boss, this is what's
Eric or something. Eric.
Yeah. There's a way to do this very fast with Kitty and throwing the barrel before he actually jumps, like throwing him in midair, the barrel. Because of the one thing about Kitty, everyone gives Kitty crap, but one thing that I think is actually realized about Kitty that no other Kong has is his underhanded throw is very useful in certain situations. And here you could use it to hit him before he even does this whole green ball phase. Because Donkey Kong's throw is an overhanded throw, even though, you know, Kitty's kind of like Donkey Kong because he's heavier. But his throw is definitely unique to him, plus the water skipping aspect, where he can be used to kind of skip on water, which is useful on a few stages. I'm not that great at doing it, but it can be very useful. And there we go. We got a bandage.
Also, shoutouts to this boss in the Donkey Kong Land 3 game, where he's just like 25% the size of what he is here.
Is he like he's very very small?
He's
there?
very very small.
So we're going back to Funky, and with this patch, we can actually get a new boat. Yeah, Funky in this game makes boats, cause sure.
It's like I've given the air a couple of tries now. Let's work with the sea for a bit.
This is also Wrinkly Kong's last game, alive at least.
Wow, dark.
I mean, that's the thing. I didn't learn. Blame Rare. Now this next level, and this will be a hot take, has probably my favorite water theme in all of Donkey Kong Country. It's a very good song. I know Aquatic I know that song is very much beloved. It is good, but this song is much better, and this level is beautiful looking. But it's pretty straightforward. We just basically want to dodge these Bazas, so this will be a good time if we have any more donations or any updates while I just take care of this level.
Unfortunately, there's been no additional donations or updates as of now, but I do want to remind folks for the giveaways we have going on that you don't have to give anything to participate in those giveaways. But even if you can't give something, sharing the word the event is going on, anything like that, that helps tremendously for the cause.
Awesome. Yeah, we've been doing great. The goal has been smashed, and I think this next new goal will be smashed as well by the end of the night. So great job to everyone for donating for breast cancer research and awareness. And I hope everyone's been enjoying this run so far. I don't know how I've been doing so far as time. I don't really want to know until I don't want to know what my final time is until the end. But hopefully I haven't been doing too bad.
Nobody tell him how he's doing.
I can't see him.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I can see some people, but not the main chat. So. All right, and there we go. Also, I should point out, because I didn't mention it, you do have a choice. This is the only choice you have between which level you want to do first. You can do the Mechanos level, which is the one I passed, or this one. I did this one because it's what I started practicing with, and so I'm sticking with it because I've been practicing it. So.
Yeah, I can't imagine there being, like, too much of a reason one way or the other, because you have to go the same distance and you have to visit both levels anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't... Which you choose first doesn't really affect anything besides what you do first. Pretty much, that's it.
Yeah, like, maybe if there was a case where, like, maybe if you had to take a hit in the previous world, and depending on what Kong you have, might be an advantage or something like that, but... It seems like here it doesn't really matter too much.
Now there's a few spots in this level that you can damage boost. I know this level can be kind of a pain for bonuses, but when you're actually, these waterfall levels, when you're doing them just as a plain speed run, they're pretty fast, honestly, shockingly fast for some of them.
Yeah, I hate the bonuses in these levels.
Yeah, no, I can't really blame you too much. Now, as you saw, I did take out Dixie. I did that on purpose. I do love Dixie, but there's a reason you'll see shortly. Assuming I don't accidentally get hit. Okay, we're good. So we'll get Dixie back, and then we will continue jumping through these guys until we get here, and there we go. And that's it for the level.
Nice, nice, nice.
And I think we mentioned we had the stretch goal for the different colors. Dixie and Kitty are normally not purple and green. They are usually blue and pink. I don't, Dixie I'm kind of indifferent on, but I actually think green Kitty looks better, honestly.
Aren't these the colors that, like, if you played the two-player contest, like, would that be, like, the colors they would be?
Yes, I believe that is correct. Yeah, but if you do, there's a cheat code menu for this. If you do color, you can choose those as the starter color for yourself in single player. So, now one thing to note with this level, and I'm a chicken. You can notice there's some lag here. If you want to do this fast, ideally you want to just get rid of Kitty because he does cause some lag. So if you knock him out and do this as solo Dixie, you'll be better. Another thing to note about this level, or just in general for this game, is compared to Donkey Kong Country 2, the horizontal... I don't think there is horizontal ropes in Donkey Kong Country 2, but the horizontal ropes in this game, you can go blazing fast on these. You'll see later on, there's a few levels that it will be really relevant, but this is the first time they have come up. So you can really move on those ropes.
I believe there are horizontal rope levels in the second game, but yeah, you do go really fast when you're climbing through these.
Okay. Now we have another waterfall level. I do like the waterfall music. And one thing to note with this level is it's actually an Ellie level. We see a lot of Ellie in this run, unless you decide that you're able to skip her. But we actually will not see her this level because it's technically a little faster. It's probably safer to use Ellie, but it's technically faster just to use the comms, so... Probably should have swapped out there because I ended up messing up the bee's rhythm, but it's fine. Okay, there we go. And no problem because there is a DK barrel right here, so we got Kitty right back. Anything you want to add that I haven't already brought up, Slim?
Not particularly. Yeah, not really. You've been really good at kind of covering everything so far.
Well, you might... Here, I'll let you take a... Here, if you want to go ahead and explain what this level's gimmick. Not really much else. I'll just focus on it while you explain it.
Okay, so this next level, we're going to have a... little fish friend that's going to be following us around for this whole level. And as we're going through here, the fish over time will kind of start changing color until he gets a bright red. When he's blue and, you know, a little bit kind of purplish before he gets that red color, he'll actually be kind of friendly. He'll be basically following you around. He'll eat all the enemies for you. But if he becomes that bright red color, he will actually start trying to chomp at you. And if you get hit by him during that time, you will lose a Kong. And in addition to trying to keep the fish fed throughout the level, you also want to be sure not to feed him any of the urchin enemies because, well, I wouldn't want to eat something that spiky either. So just try to avoid those while you're kind of going through here.
And I did that on purpose just to demonstrate what Slim was talking about.
Oh, wow. Such interactive commentary we're showing here.
It's fine. There's plenty of Kong barrels. This level's not too hard. Please eat him. Thank you. This last stretch is actually pretty easy. It's pretty much just a stretch to the goal. So at this point, you can pretty much just go, not worry about the fish, and still be fine because the exit's right there. So even if he's like in the red or getting red, it's fine at this point because, like I said, the goal is right there. One thing I should mention, which again we won't be doing because, you know, not 100%, you'll have seen this little guy called Coin throughout some of the levels. In a lot of the levels, you have to do a puzzle for him that will get you the DK coin. But in the sea levels, he's always going to be at the end because he's not underwater. So,
which, another fun fact of Donkey Kong Land 3, in those levels, because the goals are in the water section, there are actually no coins in those levels. The DK coin is just out in the open like they would be in other games.
Okay, so here we have the boss of this world. I have no idea what this is. Feel free to make your own... He's E.T., basically. But,
I think you got it. I think it's just E.T.
For the Atari. This is the fastest way to do this. Oh, I screwed up. To get one cycle, it's fine. You also have to do another to go around. One thing to note is because I'm playing on the Switch Pro, sometimes the D-pad will misread my directions occasionally. When you're being very precise. I just lost track of what I was doing. So there is another way. I think it's maybe it's not. This actually might be the faster method if done right. But there was another way I was doing initially, and I found that more often than not, my directions got misread. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Nah, it's not fine. All right, I'll focus here. And then, Slim, if you want to talk while I do this.
I guess another Donkey Kong Land 3 fun fact is I think this is the only boss that doesn't actually appear in Donkey Kong Land 3.
That's sad. Who appears instead?
No one. They just have less bosses.
Oh, okay. Well, then how do they have the other bosses? Like, there's no other ones that are cut out?
Oh, I think Belcha is too, actually.
Oh. I don't actually care.
Just doing the awe for dramatic effect, because we know how well loved Belcha is in the community.
He's good. In chat, let us know what your favorite Donkey Kong Country 3 boss and why it's Belcha. Okay, that was much better. And we got a ski. That will become relevant later, but for now, World 3 is done. This is actually World 3, but I think most people choose Mechanos first, actually. Because I think it is World 3 because the backstory of this is actually that Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong have both been kidnapped this time, and that has or gone missing at the very least. And there's a new leader of the Kremlings called Chaos, and he actually will show up in this level. It's very weird and odd, but it's funny also. And here we have Al shooting cheese balls at us. Not much to say about this level. Pretty much just go fast, and the balls are a little tricky because just reading the hitbox can be a little tricky at times because it might look like you can hit them before they're actually in range because of the background effect of them. And while I'm continuing on here, if we have anything, any donations, now would be a good time.
Actually, yes. Perfect timing, even. We have a $10 donation from Wario Boy 64. His message is, here is some more to help out with this great cause. Also, I'm happy to see how far we have gotten for the goal. It shows the good that happens when we all come together. And good luck, Mega.
Thank you.
I want to add into this as well that a reminder that we are currently $128 away from giving away a copy of New Pokemon Snap, and that will be happening after the Super Mario 35 Versus block.
You definitely want to donate for that, guys.
Yeah, you could almost say that we are close.
Good, nice one.
I figured it was appropriate.
So we are done with that level. Now, early on in my practice, this next level was one I was choking on. I've gotten better at doing this one without too much issue, but knowing my luck, I will choke on this level. So, let's see. Well, we're off to a great start with that.
It's a Let's Play marathon curse.
I know. The thing with this level is you kind of ideally want to stay on the bottom rails. If you press down while on the rail, you can get ejected downward, but staying on the bottom rails is typically faster than staying on the top rails. Just slightly. The thing with speedruns is a lot of times it's just seconds saved for a lot of skips, but, I mean, that all adds up. You know, especially in a game like this where the levels are so fast and they're only like maybe a minute or two in length, a second can mean a lot. Ow. Okay. It's fine. Well, not fine, but I gotta do this next part perfectly. And we did. Nice.
Yeah.
These toboggan levels, by the way, there's only 2 in the world, and they're basically the traditional minecart levels.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's time for Slim's favorite level.
Hey, that's the Game Boy Advance version.
You're right, and I also, for anyone that knows me, they know that Kid Mega was absolutely livid with the GBA version because I know a lot of people aren't a big fan of the soundtrack, especially when you compare it to 2. That's super beloved. I know Wise did the GBA soundtrack. I don't think the GBA soundtrack is good. Wise has had great soundtracks. The GBA soundtrack is not one of them. I feel like a lot of the music doesn't fit the levels. And as a kid, when I got this version after my SNES died, I was super disappointed in it. So it's great to have this game on the Switch Virtual Console and Wii U and all that, so more people can play it, the original version of it.
But yeah, for those wondering what exactly we're talking about, because of that soundtrack, let's just say that for these levels, the tree levels, they have basically a song that you would not expect to hear in a level where a giant saw is chasing you the whole way through.
It's very, because actually I was humming, I just can't wait to be king from Lion King. It sounds like that. But yes, it is that kind of like happy-go-lucky, like, oh, look at us, and then it's like, oh, look, a saw.
Yeah.
Also, for any aspiring lumberjacks out there in chat, this is not the way you want to cut a tree.
Really? Like, I would think cutting vertically up a tree from underneath it would be a good idea.
This is also probably the silliest level visually, I think, in the game. There's another auto-scroll later on, but I don't think it's as silly. It's a little bit more logical, a little bit. But this level, I haven't really said much about the level itself, but it's pretty straightforward. It's just an auto-scroll. Just keep moving. We pretty much had two auto-scrolls, kinda, at the same time. Or back-to-back, rather. The levels in Mechanos are actually, I think, easier than the ones in Cotton Top Cove as far as getting through them fast.
That's probably why, like, a lot of people tend to do, like, that world first, or this world first, because not only is it closer to when you go up that waterfall initially, but because of that, they probably lessen the difficulty a little bit as well. But yeah, I think of this soundtrack, which I'm honestly with you. I do think this soundtrack is really, really good. I'm still more of a fan of 2's, but this one, I like how it has its like own unique style to it, and Evelyn Fisher's work is great. It's just as great as David Wise's. But of all the songs in this game, I think this is easily my favorite.
Yeah, it's this one. This one is also very. The factory song is very good. It reminds me of Advance Wars a little bit. Jess's theme, Jess.
Yeah,
right. The green earth.
Yeah. I don't really hear that so much, but it does kind of have that like Advance Wars kind of like vibe to it.
Okay. The part where it goes like or I don't know. Just listen back. There's a part that sounds like Advance Wars specifically.
I hear more Jake's theme, I think, for this.
I could see that as well. The thing to know about Evelyn Fisher too, because everyone attributes the first ones. While Wise did mainly do Donkey Kong Country 2, he didn't do all the songs in the first game. He did a bulk of them. But a good chunk of the songs were also done by Evelyn Fisher, and I feel like she does tend to get underrated. The map theme that everyone loves, that's her. The treetop song, the ice theme, I think the forest theme. I don't remember all the ones off the top of my head, but there's a lot of good themes that were done by her. And Wise did do a few songs in this game as well, but this soundtrack is mostly done by Evelyn Fisher. Now, I should note for this level, left is left and right is right. But more specifically, the gravity has been reduced. So you're moving a lot slower and your jumps are a little bit like moon jumpy here.
Yeah, we're already getting people in chat saying left is left and right is right, so... That
is, one of my mods has engraved that in my brain as a joke, because they're like, okay, remember, left is left and right is right. For anyone that is completely confused, you will find out what we're talking about later on, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and we get to see Quawks, one of the, besides Ellie, probably the second most seen animal buddy here. Quawks is kind of, I kind of respect Quawks, honestly, and I actually really like his levels now after playing them fast. I know they're kind of tricky, but there actually can be some of the fastest levels and very impressive. It's a very hard level, but you'll see what I mean when we get to it later on for a second level. I will just take that. That's fine. You can sneak by those red buzzsaws, not zingers, by the way. We have, I think they're called buzzers or buzzsaws in this game. You can sneak by that one, and but I just, or you can just take the hit. But that is the faster route to take to get over here. All right. Unfortunately, I should have had Dixie out because that will make this part faster, but it's fine. This section's not too bad either way. Dixie can just float through the air. and make this a little better.
Can she climb up trees though? That's the big question.
Well, we just did in the last level or last 2 levels, I guess.
Yeah,
So.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, real quick here, I need to explain this because I'm going to try something I have not done on my practice. Anyone who watched my practice, any of my community, they're going to be like, what is he doing here? I decided after careful consideration that this trick has literally no downside, so there's no reason not to attempt it. So I will be doing it. If it goes well, I'll save time. If I don't, I lose no time. Okay, so we only got 2 hits, but we just skipped a phase of Chaos. This is Chaos, the leader of the Kremlins, by the way.
Wow, only in World 4? Wow, we're already facing the leader.
I screwed up there. Yeah, we're fine. Really? I guess I'm not going to save any time because of that, but yeah, basically in the only the US version, there is a way if you keep throwing in the team up phase, you pretty much are going to be able to stay in air indefinitely, and you can skip a good, even more than I did, chunk of this boss fight by doing that if you're really good at throwing Dixie.
That's pretty cool. Something else I've never seen before.
Alright, the rest of this boss is pretty self-explanatory, so this will be a good downtime if we have anything that needs to be said.
Actually, we do. We just had a donation come in of $28 from Yo Yo Yoshi 95.
Nice.
And their message is, I had to go back and see the moment the goal was officially reached since I was working during it. But my goodness, that really was just an amazing moment to witness. I think this is something we should do again because this was beyond successful. Here's to hitting the next goal. And that next goal, again, is for new Pokemon Snap to be given away. And we're $100 away from that on the head.
Awesome. Great job, you guys. Keep it up. And I should note that head, by the way, because I don't know why KS has some really weird early CGI heads. Definitely looks like he would sell a monster to DDD to fight Kirby.
Oh no, it's Nightmare Enterprises.
The best part about... okay, spoilers for anyone that is going to watch the Kirby anime. Mute yourself for a second here. The best part is the fact that when you finally see his body, he's literally just got legs just feet underneath him. He's just the torso, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, and we are moving to the worst world in the game. Not really, but one of my mods loves ice worlds. I like to give them crap sometimes. We're moving to K3 with crevice creepers. This will show off the horizontal ropes. Very nice here.
Mm-hmm.
Not if I do that.
Also, shout outs to Rockface Rumble. Another really good song in this game. It also kind of channels the mineshaft levels a little bit in DKC 2.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of that. I think it's got a little bit of the same riff.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for.
Okay, I thought you meant just like vibe wise, but.
Yeah.
Get back in the groove here. So far, I've only had, I think, 1 death. I mean, I'm literally gonna jinx myself right now by saying that, but. So we're not going too bad. A little slower, but that's fine. Like I said, there's some... I don't know what I'm doing there. There's some bigger skips I can do later on that will hopefully keep us going. And honestly, if I can just maintain low death counts, we should be good for a decent time. And yeah, there's not much to say about this level. Just climb fast, pretty much.
Well, in that case, Scooter, do you got anything to drop on to us in the meantime?
Nothing donations-wise, but a little factoid I've actually been going over. Thanks to all, well, I do want to say, for all donations you guys have been putting in, about $50 of all the donations that come in do fund about 1 hour of research towards eliminating breast cancer. And currently, after doing some math, have funded 268 hours of research.
Nice. Fantastic job, guys. Everyone who's donated, or even just been here cheering us on, thank you so much. This event has gone, I think, better than any of us could have expected, honestly. So big thank you to all you guys for that. Now we're on the second and last of the minecart-ish levels. This one is Tearaway Toboggan. I think this one is actually easier than the one in Demolition Drain Pipe, but it's also the one that I've lately been choking on harder than I was during the. I switched levels on which one was worse for me. Partly because I'm surprised if we got a raid in chat here, I will burst out laughing. Because the last few times I practiced, I got raided during that level.
And I am responsible for one of those raids.
Yeah. Okay, so we got another, I think the last waterfall level. It is barrel drop bounce. And there's a skip I can do here. I'll take that just in case. There is a few team-up throws in this section that can save you a bunch of time if you're careful. There's one that is very hard to pull off. Okay, that one I'm just going to skip because it's not worth it. That one's a little tricky, and it's going to waste more time if I keep trying it. Right here, or no. Is it right? Yeah, I think it is right here. Right here. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Anyway, for that one section, there is a team-up throw you can do onto the barrel itself to skip a good portion of the level by like throwing Dixie on, teaming up while on the barrel that's dropping, and throwing Dixie back up onto the next barrel that's coming down. It's very tricky to pull off, and I'm not good enough to do it, but it looks very impressive when you do it. Also, we have parry. That's all.
Yeah, thank goodness we're not going for 100%.
If you want to explain parry, go ahead, but I feel like it might be funnier not to explain what parry is.
Yeah, we don't need to explain parry.
Alright, this is probably one of the funnest levels in this world. And we get to finally see Squitter. A fan favorite of mine. One of the best animal buddies.
Yeah, he really is.
Now, there's a trick that I'm not great at in doing an instant platform with Squitter based on pressing L and R. I just press A for my instant for my platforms. But what I found is if you do it against the wall, more often than not, you will be able to get it pretty fast. So you can utilize that a little bit as a rookie to kind of get a little bit more speed. So in this level, you have this target that is following you and will shoot fireballs, and you just gotta dodge it as you go on. The bonus levels in this world are pretty fun because one of them lets you actually play as the target.
Yeah, I believe the Kremling that's responsible for that is named Crosshair, and he does make it. He does have a voice role in Donkey Kong 64, where whenever you come into contact with him, he will tell you to get out.
Alright, and if we have any other questions that people are having, let me know if there's something I'm missing for explanation. Because when it comes to stuff that you're familiar with, sometimes you like gloss over stuff that to you is obvious, but to other people watching might be like, what is going on?
I guess one thing I'll ask, just in general, just as a general interest question, I guess, is that when you're just like normally controlling just like the basic Kongs, like, is it generally a good rule of thumb to always have kind of, I guess, Dixie out, except for when you need Kitty for a specific trick or something?
Depending on the level, yes. I think it depends on the runner. I think some people can do more with Kitty than I'm doing. But yeah, in general, having Dixie out is good. Certain levels will need you to switch to Kitty. There's a few times that you've already seen that I've had Kitty out, and later on there will be a few more times I'll need Kitty out as well. But in general, the ponytail twirl is just nice to have as a safety and can definitely make you go a little bit faster. Kitty's water skip, though, is not to be undersold and can definitely be useful in certain circumstances.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the ponytail twirl is the most powerful SNES move, I think, of all time.
Yeah, it's very good. It's a reason why, even though I know people like Donkey Kong Country 1, and I've come to respect it more than I initially did, it still will never be top either one of these games because there's no Dixie. Like, straight up, that's part of it.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, we got Lemguin Lunge. Not much to say about this level. There's penguins. That's it. Just dodge.
That's a pretty cool factoid. Penguins are awesome. So
penguins are.
Yeah.
Hype for penguins.
Let's get some penguin hype in the chat, folks.
I don't know if anyone has any penguin emotes. Or monkey emotes, I don't know. Like, we can do, like, monkey emotes, penguin emotes. Snowman emotes are going to be relevant very soon here, so...
yeah, that's true.
I think I'm going a little slower, but at least I have actually been having less deaths, which is great. Ironically, when same thing with Splatoon 2, when I was doing that, I don't know, probably a lot of you guys missed it because, you know, bad. But there was some levels that were harder that I did with less problems for that one, despite, you know, them being more tricky levels. So it's good so far that I haven't had any big issues. So right now we have... Okay, that's fine. We have a boss fight that you might be wondering what is going on here. There's a mini game in this game that where you find Cranky, and it's like a carnival game with Swanky. And you compete against Cranky to win, throwing like balls at like these to knock down these, like, I think milk bottles or something. And this boss utilizes that mechanic with snowballs. This is Bleak the Snowman, and you need to hit his little like blinking circle on his chest. These phases are the worst. These ones where he's far away. Okay, we're good. The dodging the snowballs I can do easily. The RNG hope he's in a good position can be either really fast or really tough, depending on where he's at. And I think we should be good now, unless I just decide to... Well, okay. See, I cursed myself.
Yeah.
I just need to shut up.
Honestly, hitting this boss is pretty obnoxious, especially in the later phases where you just have a very small timing window.
Yeah. It's just those, like, the phases after these snowballs are fine. But if you're fast enough, they shouldn't be too far. Actually, he's honestly easier when he's far away, actually, I find. Because the problem with him being close up, especially if he's on the left, is it's a little dangerous. You're more likely to get your Kong hit doing that, honestly, when he's super close up. Whereas far away, you have more time to dodge, at least. Okay, that was great RNG there. Okay, it's fine. Come back. I don't know if you've been keeping track, Slim, for split-wise, but has there been any splits I've done really well, or not so much from your account?
I'll be honest, I haven't noticed anything too tremendous, but you're still doing fine, honestly.
Okay. Now, I screwed up there. I was a little slow. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Die!
Wow, he's just a snowman.
Not anymore. Now he's
wow. Not anymore.
Do you want to kill a snowman?
No, I really don't.
Alright, this stage I'm going to pretty much focus during this one. This is the Quox level I mentioned. If I do this right, it'll look really impressive and fast. I will try to explain where I need to. but this will be a good time for donations right now, as well as Slim, if there's the things you need to say, you could do so now as well.
Okay. Unfortunately, don't have any new donations at this time, but just a quick little factoid to bring up is that this year, the Breast Cancer Research Foundation is funding the work of nearly 275 scientists at leading medical and academic institutions across 15 countries. And it's all thanks to donations by you folks, or donations like you folks. Either way you want to word it.
Okay. So the thing with this level is it's neat in that there's a little bit of a puzzle that you have to do with the barrels, but because of poor hitboxing, you don't need to. As you saw there earlier and we'll continue to see. You can skip most of those sections.
Yeah, Razor Ridge is where I think the game, really starts to kind of jump up in difficulty. This is the world that kind of held me up for quite a bit during some of my first playthroughs. And, you know, it starts with this level. This level is really, really long. And, you know, it continues with some other levels with some pretty kind of tiring gimmicks as well. So yeah, this is where things, I think, start to get kind of a little more difficult in this game.
I will say, I think without doing the bonuses, these levels are not as bad as when you're practicing them for a speedrun, you're doing them over and over. A lot of the levels in this section are actually, like, especially like the next one. I'm not gonna say it's not tricky at all, but it definitely is a little bit more, what's the word? Once you know the pattern, it's not too bad. You just need to memorize the pattern. It's not too bad to know what to do. And as we said, we got through with that, and we actually are going to have to say hi to somebody. I want all of chat to say hi. Please in chat, say hi to the only top bear we will see in this run, Benny. Say hi to Benny.
Hi, Benny.
Hi, Benny.
Thank you, Scooter. There's a bunch of bears, side characters, which I think are really neat, but like he's the only one that we'll see because he's the only one in the way. So
he's the only important one. Yeah, got it.
No, I'm not running my own splits for this this run, but I have been in the past. I have had splits in the past, but I'd have to get my keyboard. I didn't want to mess with that for this because of how we're streaming this, but. So I have no idea where I'm at right now. I have no idea what my current time is. It could be 2 hours in. I don't think it is 2 hours in.
You could be only 20 minutes in, for all you know.
It's 1 minute in, guys.
Massive time saves all around.
So this is the level. I know you don't like this level.
I hate this level.
You don't.
This level is honestly probably my least favorite level in this game. Like I don't think the gimmick is that bad. It's honestly the screen crunch, because like you and the enemies, the sprites, I feel like are just so much bigger, so it's hard to really know where the hitboxes are and some of the little movements you have to make. I don't have fun with this level.
And I will fully give you, when it comes to the bonuses, because I'll be honest, I don't even know where the bonuses are. They're very hard to keep track of. I will fully give you that. But when you're just going up the level itself, once you memorize where everything's going to be, it's a pretty, like, compared to the last level, it's a little bit more chill, I feel. Because the last level, there's a lot of, like, you want to go fast, but there's a lot of stuff you got to dodge. Here, pretty much, you're just climbing the rope and then just making sure to move to where you need to be when the queue comes up. But it does take practice to know where everything's going to be at. Like, at this point, I've done this level enough in practice. That I know where everything's going to appear. And now, as I said that, I'm going to probably get hit, but
I think it would have been funny if, like, they just for some reason brought the saw back from Ripsaw Rage, and you just saw Saw just like cutting up through this level too.
Have it cut down instead. Have to stay between two things at the same time.
Oh gosh. I'd like to see how that would work.
How is he cutting the cliff from above? Alright, and there we go. Nice. next up we have Floodlit Fish. I do apologize, this is going to be dark for you guys, so turn on your flashlights.
Yep, another advantage of, you know, not playing the original. Although I think, no, wait, no, never mind. But, because I don't think this is a problem in the original, but, yeah, you know, every DKC level needs to have some kind of, like, spotlight level where it's dark and you have something kind of, you know, you need to, in this case, hit the fish to make light appear so you can actually see where you're going a little better.
Yeah, and I know, like, this one doesn't have too much issues with the strobe effect because there's no glimmer in this game. Right. But that is an issue in the original version of 2. Now, one thing you'll notice here, except for when the urchins are fully closed, if you are dashing with Engard, and you'll see there, I did get hit. If you're dashing with Engard, you are invincible. So it doesn't matter what direction Engard is facing, so long as you are mashing the B sword button, you are good. Unless it is a closed urchin. That is the only time that you need to be careful. I think there is a way to time it, like, just based on how the level works, that you can know when you're good to press buttons and be able to get through all the urchins without too much trouble. I am not the best at doing that, as you can see. I'm trying to go a little fast, but I also want to be careful. But you can do this level way faster than I'm doing it. And it's just a time waste to go after these bounty bass that are, I think there might be a different name for the lit ones, but they just let you see, but, like, it just wastes time because you have to get hit back by them because you bounce off of them. It's just not worth it in a speed run. And I am being cautious here because I can't tell you the number of times I've accidentally gotten hit doing that.
I want to say the name of the light fish, or like Gleamin' Bream or something like that.
That sounds correct. Alright, now we got Pothole Panic. This is very similar to Animal Antics in 2, except for it is way easier.
Yeah.
One thing to note, too, is that you can skip squawks by doing a Dixie ponytail twirl, which will make this faster, but I did not do that, so we have him. The only time you'll see him, so say hi to Squawks.
Hi, Squawks. But yeah, this is pretty much diet to Animal Antics, I guess you could say.
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
You also get to kind of see how ridiculous Kitty looks riding some of the animal buddies.
He's very excited.
Well, I mean, he is supposed to be a baby, I guess, or
he's like
a toddler.
He has a pacifier, so I would hope so.
But yeah, like, you know, as a kid, you know, the whimsical nature of animals, that's got to be very, very exciting for him.
Oh, the animal buddies in general are great fun, and I don't blame Kitty because they're like the best part of Donkey Kong Country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
This is not the fastest way, but I'm just, I don't know, being cautious. Also, because if I don't pick Squitter, I'll get yelled at. All right, and we are moving on to the last level of this world, Ropey Rumpus. What are you laughing at, Slim?
Oh, nothing. I'm good.
I should note also, when I started, when I was approached by Odin to do this, I did a test for the first time for this. My initial time was a little under 2 hours. So I have definitely brought that time down. And even if we don't get a PB, you know, maybe I'll do it on my own time, on my own channel, and I'll get a really good time. But already I've done way better than my initial timing. So I'm proud of myself on that, honestly. I'm not usually a speedrunner. I don't usually play games over and over again, but this was a good experience learning how to do this game fast.
It does always remind me of whenever you play this game, of just the old days when, you know, you, me, and Shadow Mario 41 did Let's Plays of the entire trilogy, and we started them all on the same day.
Yeah, I know I know he had talked about potentially doing a race of this, and I know he's been busy. But so I did this for the charity, and I told him I know you've been busy. I thought about asking him to do a race with me, but like I want to do this for charity, and he said, well, we'll still do a race in the future, and I'll do it blind with no practice going in. I'll still win. And I'm like, okay, sure, if you think you can do that. So the big thing here is to just watch out with the Barbarosses. Again, you can't, if they're closed, you will get hit.
For all of you Rad Gravity fans out there, there is a phase of this fight that's actually pretty similar to the final boss in that game.
Why?
I don't know.
Not Rad Gravity. I meant why did I get hit there?
Why would anyone be a fan of Rad Gravity?
That is not what I meant. There's a way to quick skip this with oh my lord, why? There's a way to quick skip that phase, but it's not consistent enough, so I don't trust myself to do that one. Okay, it's fine. Shake it off. While I'm focusing here, if we have anything that needs to be read, now would be a good time.
No, unfortunately, but I would like to bring up a point that was put up in chat, is that a reminder that we are $100 away from the incentive net to give away a copy of New Pokemon Snap when that releases next month. So, if you wanna get that giveaway started or get that incentive met, by all means, you know what to do.
There we go. All right, now this phase is very easy because you can just do this. There we go. One more world. Alright, so we are going to Chaos Core, this random castle here, and we get to see a new level style. First appears in this world with a really pretty good song, honestly. Not much to say about this level, pretty much just the ropes move, so you can go really fast on these, but you just gotta be careful. There's a section coming up where you just need, in Warpless, you do need to be careful that you don't accidentally go into a bonus barrel by going too fast if you go a certain path. So just keep that in mind. I will point that out when we get to it. And also in this world, we've seen those little green Frankenstein barrels, but it seems like in this world especially, they pop up even more, and they're kind of obnoxious, honestly.
They really are Frankenstein barrels. No, how you say that.
So I'm like this is it's the barrel of Frankenstein. Frankenstein's barrel, if you will. Right there, if you go up too high, you will hit the bonus and your run will be invalidated for Warpless. So don't do that.
That is interesting that bonus barrels are considered like warps in this case. I mean, I guess it's fair. They do kind of warp you ahead in some cases, but...
Yeah. I don't know personally what would be considered a, which ones would be, like, time saves, but they are around. Okay, so in this level, we have the ghost barrels. The thing to keep in mind with these are they are kind of random, and when they will pop up, you just need to make sure to get in them when they are facing the direction you want them to face. They're the cousins of the ghost ropes from Donkey Kong Country 2, but I think they're actually called boo barrels, at least in Donkey Kong Land, maybe 3?
I haven't looked that deep into the lore of Donkey Kong Land 3.
You don't know everything there is to know about Donkey Kong Land 3, Slim? No. What kind of fan are you?
No, it's the pinnacle of great game design for sure, but like I don't know to that degree.
Fair. Okay, there's one there. A little slow, it's fine. And there we go. This song is also, this Cavern, I think it's called Cavern Caprice. It's also a very good song as well.
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
There's one thing that you notice there, with the way Dixie twirled, sometimes when you drop down, you get an extra boost of speed with her. So that can be very useful. To utilize. I don't always use it. Again, I'm not the best when it comes to Donkey Kong Country 3 by any stretch, but like I said, I've gotten familiar enough with certain tricks. We're almost done with this level. Just make sure you have Dixie out, or you do a skip with a little bit of a... The water skip is very similar to the cartwheel a little bit. It's weird that Kiddy takes on Diddy Kong's aspect a little bit, but he's like if Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong had a baby. Also, no, but still.
Yeah, let's just pretend that wasn't said.
All right, this level when I first started was a little bit tricky. Hopefully this won't go too badly. One thing to note about this level, obviously there's lightning, and you will get hit if you get shocked if you get hit by the lightning. When you're in the water and the lightning strikes the water, even if it doesn't hit you directly, you will still get hit. So you got to keep that in mind. The one thing I've read is this is actually not randomized. It's not random placement. Depending on how your movements are, I think it's similar to the blind fight in A Link to the Past and how it's scripted. If you follow a script in your movements, you can predict exactly where the lightning is going to strike. I am not that good. But you can.
Yeah. Yeah, I do know this is like one of the levels people always seem to talk about as like some of the worst in this game, but honestly I kind of like this level.
I love the concept of it. I'm not going to say it's not... I didn't get hit. I'm not going to say it's not tricky. But it is definitely... I think it's one of the more interesting levels concept-wise. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit too slow on that roll, but it's fine because we got the... Oh, cool. I'm like, we got Kitty back, and I'm like, oh no, Dixie's gonna die. Okay, Kitty, you got this. Be a man, Kitty.
He may be a child today, but now he'll become a man.
Nice. Alright, we got 2 more levels left. This next one is a fun one. This is where Dixie gets to show off why she is the best Kong.
Yeah, but if you can make it through the whole level by just using Kiddy Kong, you're awesome at the game. Good job.
But you're also too slow and are probably going to lose and get a bad time.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. But yeah, the kind of gimmick for this level is all those coin enemies we've been seeing throughout the game. Well, they finally learned how to move. They don't have coins with them now, but yeah, they kind of just try to move around and try to push you off the stage, which can be pretty obnoxious.
They're also pink.
Yeah.
Speaking of pink...
Speaking of pink and BCRF, you know what? Do we have any donations? Anything to announce, Scooter? Homer?
Well, yes, actually. We do have a $25 donation from TM Sonic 1228. And
nice.
His message is, "What's rad gravity?" I do want to take a quick.
Wilson.
I do want to take one moment here just to remind folks that there is going to be a 2 booster pack giveaway for Pokemon cards at the end of this block here. It's just going to happen. No incentives have to be met or anything. So stick around to be entered for that drawing.
Because nothing says Donkey Kong Country like Pokemon cards. But no, you definitely want to stick around for that, guys, for sure. So in this level, left is right and right is left. So you can't see because you're not in my house. And if you are in my house, why, how, what? But,
Megan, that's not how you greet a guest.
If you, for this level, I am pressing the opposite directions for moving. So, like I said, left is right, right is left, up is down, down is up. Not actually, but what comes down must go up. Okay. I don't know if Engard is actually faster for this section, but because I lost Dixie, I'm just going to play it safe because I am a weenie. But we will get a midway barrel here. Okay. There we go. That's fine. We get another one coming up here. The DK barrel, at least. Alright, speaking of off-the-cuff things, we weren't, but we are now. There's another trick I'm going to attempt to do that I have not done on camera before, that I tested out this morning, and we'll see how it goes. If it works out well, it'll be a little bit of a skip. But we are moving on to the final boss here. Anything else you want to add, Flynn, before we get into the end game?
Not so much. Pretty solid run so far, honestly.
Thank you. So here we got Chaos is back for more. With Kiddy Kong, you can just do this. And if you wait until his head goes up, you can skip over here, grab this other barrel, and that's it for Chaos. Alright, if I do this correctly, it'll be really fast. Remember, I'm going to and done. I'm going to grab the bonus coin, and we will be done with the run. So, let us see how this goes. If I do this right, it should be smooth. If I don't, I will be crying.
Aw. Well, Kiddy Kong will be too, but for different reasons.
Alright. I'm not really gonna... I'm gonna focus here. So, just... Everything I'm doing is pretty self-explanatory. This is just a really fast way to take out K-Roll. So if you want to react during it, you can, but like I said, I'm just going to focus here.
Okay.
Actually, if you don't mind me butting in here for a quick moment.
Go for it.
Sounds
We
good.
have actually 2 donations. We have, I'm a little late on this first one, but we have $30 from Peepo. Left is right, and right is left. And
Thank you so much.
and another one from $50 from Cake Man 777. An hour of DKC3 and an hour of breast cancer research. To everyone who made this weekend stream possible, thank you. And I wanted to bring this up specifically because we have met the goal for us to give away a copy of New Pokemon Snap.
Woo! Actually, there is one tip I will give you guys for this boss. Don't lose Dixie, don't lose Dixie, don't lose Dixie, and don't lose Dixie. And please don't lose Dixie. Also, I didn't... I did it. There's a faster way to do that. You can just walk on the platform, but it's fine. You can walk on the platform, and then you can do that thing where you can walk under him and hit him. It will lose me a little bit of time, but it's fine. We still have not lost Dixie, so we're good. Darn it. Okay. It's fine. As long as I don't lose Dixie, Everything is fine. And jump. Perfect. Okay, last phase. Get ready here. I will be... ideally, this will be super fast. Not so much. I'm just going to make it work. Usually you can do a quick jumps with Dixie and take out K-Roll without too much trouble. It's fine. With Kitty in this phase, it's not too much of a big deal. This part, you can have Kitty. I'm just going to play it really safe because I don't want to have to redo this fight. Alright, we're getting last hit here. K-Roll's gonna be fried, and... done. Slim, what is my time?
Just give me a couple of moments here for things to get caught up with, like, the delay and everything.
Okay.
You have finished with a time of 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 32 seconds. New PB. Congrats.
Nice. And I think I might be fourth on... no, not fourth. I might be fifth on the... for Virtual Console on the speedrun site for that. If I submit. So awesome. Oh, this went better than I expected. Oh, thank you guys for watching. It's Slim. Thank you for commenting for this. Oh wow, this went way smoother. Once you get in it, like the practice, you get nervous. Once you get in it, it ends up working out better than you expect. So now I just want to know, how are we on time? Do we have time for discussion, or do we need to move over the next section fast?
It might be probably for the best if we kind of get things moving here, if I'm being honest. So,
but Slim, the credits.
And I don't know if we have time for a whole scrapbook of every single enemy in the game.
We definitely do not.
That takes like, yeah. We're getting we need to kind of start wrapping things up message, so.
Yeah, no big deal. Well, I hope everyone has had a great time in the chat. I hope everyone enjoyed this run. If you do enjoy, you enjoyed this run, enjoyed me, I am MegaFreak400. You can find me on my Twitch channel as well as Twitter. I do a lot of first playthroughs. A lot of times I have some new ones coming up this week as well. Yeah, I don't normally do speedruns. Maybe I'll do another. Maybe I'll even do more of this on my channel to see if I can get even lower, because I possibly could. But new PB, thank you. And Slim, anything you want to say to wrap up here?
I'll make it quick on my end. Good job, Mega. I mean, when you think about it, I think if you, those, small mistakes you did make, I think if you didn't have those, I think you could have easily gotten fourth, honestly, on the leaderboard. So really, really good job.
Thank you.
And as far, I'm sorry,
no, go ahead. I'll
make this quick. As far as me, again, YouTube, Twitch, Slim Kirby. That's basically all it is. I do Let's Plays on YouTube. I stream most days of the week on my Twitch channel. And I will actually be back for one last Blaze of Glory tonight in the form of the Mario 35 event that we'll be doing later on in the evening. So yeah, I will be around for that.
And guys, definitely stick around for the giveaway. That'll be, anyone can enter in chat. The booster packs are kind of rare, so you might want to. This is a great prize. Don't want to miss out on that. Scooter, go ahead and sign us off.
All right, I think. I think I'm good to keep going. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Fantastic job by Mega. He crushed it. New PB for the band. Everybody give some hype up for Mega. Holy cow. Flawlessly executed even. We're going to say flawless because I know I can't do that.
Thank you, though.
Anyway. With that, I think we're going to transition into some of the giveaways we have mentioned, because we have 2 to go through at this point. I'm just working out some behind-the-scenes stuff here really quick. But hey, don't go away quite yet, because we do have not only a any percent run of Battle for Bikini Bottom coming up, but with that Battle for Bikini Bottom coming up is also a chance to win a copy of the Steam version of the game. All right, and I got correspondence here, so I think we're gonna do the giveaway for the giveaway for the 2 booster packs is gonna happen now. So you can get yourselves ready to type in the code that SPACBot is going to give you guys for 2 booster packs of, I'm going to assume, the newest Pokemon set. Fortunately, I don't have that information. Oops. But I do want to say, again, thank you guys so much for hitting the goal, hitting our goal for, well, Pokemon Snap. Like I said, crush that goal in perfect time. That giveaway will be handled at the end of everything. All right, so keep an eye on SPACBot. The code word you are looking for here is going to be !battle. Like a fight, battle. Wait for SPACBot first, and then do it. Oh, it is going. Sorry, my mistake. While I wait for that to wrap up, I do want to say, you guys have crushed it, but I believe in you guys. I think we can continue crushing it. You're $2,500 away from meeting our new goal, because we crushed our old goal by the middle of the second day, which, thank goodness you guys are here to help us with that. So, the new goal, like I said, 2,500 away. It's within sight. It can be done. I believe in you guys. And the winner of the giveaway of 2 Pokemon booster packs is the Blue Mandoli. Blue Mandoli? If I've said that wrong, I apologize. All right, so we're just about ready for the any percent completion of Battle for Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. I do want to mention a couple things here. One, there is a giveaway happening during SpongeBob SquarePants Bikini. It's a long title, Battle for Bikini Bottom. If we reach $100 donated during the block, we will be giving away a Steam code for this game specifically. So all donations help for that. If you can't donate, that's fine. If you spread the word, that helps us as well for not only our overall goal, but just for, well, like I said, helping as well. Clarification, this is for the rehydrated version, the HD version of the game. So if there's any confusion, that's been cleared up. And last thing I want to say, because it might happen one way or the other here, I'm going to be announcing for a little bit, but then I'll be having somebody come in to take over my place. So I'm here for just a little bit longer with you guys.